just got this in the mail today. It's a Bluewave product, the Heatwave Rejuvenator Portable Sauna. So it's far infrared. It's SA6310 is the model number. I already cut the top open, but we haven't taken anything out. We just go over this a little bit with you. So being a far infrared, and it's low frequency, non-ionized one. It's Mayo Clinic and everybody else says it's relatively safe for you. You don't want to sit there and live in this thing, but you're going to see a lot of comments on the internet regarding how dangerous these things are, but it's not true really. Packing list, this one looks like. It weighs 18 pounds, so it's not that big. They say you can set it up in a minute. It's got a 1-year warranty. Packed in there pretty good, so it does not come double boxed, so this is the box that's sent in. The good part of it is that it's local to me, so it only takes a day to get here. Okay, let's see what's in this thing. I can see the chair. Instruction booklet. Says it only takes 10 minutes to reach 150 degrees. Oh, it's actually 15.4 pounds. So you can adjust it from 113 to 150 degrees. Okay, that's it. It comes with a chair. The chair is rated up to 180 pounds. Now, a lot of people says this chair is, not the greatest chair around. It looks like it's just a camping stool type chair. Okay. Let's see, you gotta be, if you use this thing to lose weight, you got a larger size, I don't know, let's see, it's gonna fit me. Barely, and I'm not that big of a person. So you may want to get one of those wooden shower stools that has no back, because this is infrared and this is gonna soak up some of the heat. It's not that bad, I mean, it's pretty sturdy, but it's not the largest chair in the world. Carrying strap here. Velcro strap that holds it together. I never open this thing up. I should read the instructions, but let's see. This pops open, looks like. And this is the floor. This is your heating mat. Zip back here. So that's it. You got the zipper up floor. I don't know if you can see the heating elements here. It's heating elements on 3 sides. So here, here, and here. So we just go over this a little bit with you. It is CETL approved, so it's gone through all the safety measures. This uses non-ionized infrared by using carbon fiber heating pads instead of ceramic ones that you're going to see. So they claim it's going to be low EMF if that's a concern for you. Now, the way this far infrared works is that it does not heat up the air around you. It heats up whatever it strikes, which is your body. That's the good thing about it. So it's going to heat you direct or anything it touches. And since it's far infrared, they say it can penetrate up to 1.5 inches into your body. So it's really going to give you a pretty good workout there. They give you this as a reflector on top of this footrest here. This heats up your foot, but I guess it get kind of hot, so they got this thing on it. Now, what a lot of people says is that instead of doing it this way, which reflects the heat up a little bit, a lot of people do is that they sit in it and they pull this up front, so the heat reflects off this and hits the front of your body, since there's no heating elements in the front. If that makes sense. Okay. In the back here is where you plug it in. So this is your control power supply. Let's get the chair in here. Just like on one of those pop-up Christmas trees, I guess. It just pops right up. Zips up pretty good. This you could just, when you're preheating it, keeps the heat in. And if you want to sit inside without popping your head through here, that's good too. Here's your collar, and it's adjustable. You may want to put a towel between this and your head. This is your controller. The controller has 6 automatic timer options, 5 levels of heat that goes up to 150 degrees, 900 watts. You hit the power, and then you hit the start. So it's a safety device. Turn on the foot heater. This you could adjust your temperature and how long you want to stay in there. I think it's in 30-minute increments. It just sits in here like this. So and its size is 28 inches by 33.5 inches by 38.1 inches. So let's see, it's pretty light, pretty easy to move around, comes apart pretty easy. It's like sitting in here, like a cocoon, huh? I don't know. No, I wish they had a, no it doesn't. It'd be nice if they had a, oh it is, is a tab on both sides so you can pull it up from the inside.
Good.
It's a little bit loose around the neck, well I think tighten it up. It's got zippers here for your hands. But I think you'll lose a lot of heat this way, but you can sit here, watch TV. Actually, this fits me just fine. This chair may be an issue if I'm 5'5", about 135 pounds. So it may be an issue with you if you're a little bit wider than my body. But yeah, it's comfortable enough. I could sit here for a half an hour or 40 minutes. Next one is that we'll start it up later on and see what it looks like. It's not that hard to get in and out of. I think when you're through using it, yeah, you just have to pull this out and wipe it down. So this is probably getting a little bit damp. And that's about it. If you notice here on the inside, we got a pole. And you gotta make sure the pole is clipped in. And just so it gives you the structure up front to keep it straight. Okay, you can see the carbon fiber elements to temperature, but we'll take an EMF reading now. Okay, you can see out of the box, you know, about 3. And so let's bring it towards the back panel here. And we're right against the back panel, running about 11. And then we're going to run it where you're going to be sitting, which is right about here. It's right around 6.2. So, not bad at all. Let's bring it up to where you sit. And we're right around 7, 6 to 7, which is not bad at all. Let's hit it from the side here. Put it right against the side here. 21, 20. That's where you're going to be sitting. 6. So about the same. You can see that with infrared type of elements, if you're just like a few inches away, it just drops off real quickly. Let's go on this other side here, right against the panel. Pretty consistent, right around 20-ish. Then you come where you actually be sitting, and 7. Now, in my comments section, I'm going to have the studies regarding EMFs and if it does or does not affect your health. You know, there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation out there regarding EMFs. But to cut it short, let's just say that these type of saunas, they use the far infrared. This one here is using a carbon fiber type element, which is even low EMF emissions. So these are relatively safe. Unsafe levels are numbers around 800 for prolonged exposure. Something like this, you're not going to be in a prolonged anytime unless you live in a thing. And you can see that the numbers can come as far, far below those numbers. So in short, it's safe. You can read my comments and I have all the studies published on EMF readings and how it affects your health. Now the back side is where the power supply is. So naturally you're going to expect to get higher readings. Now as you can see, the EMF fluctuates between 255 to under 100 milligauss. And that's because the power supply is turning on and off and regulating the temperature inside the sauna itself. Now the World Health Organization says that anything below 800 to 1000 milligauss considered safe for human beings. Any prolonged exposures above that limit could pose a problem, but this further research is still needed on that. But in this case, as soon as you pull away about a foot away from the power supply, we're at 2.6. So this is right on top of the power supply. Now within the sauna itself, we're only at 20 milligauss right against the wall of the heating element. So that's only 2.5% of WHO recommendations. And 1 foot away from the walls, we're at practically nil. So in short, saunas are pretty safe as regards to EMF levels. Now we have both blanket and a tent sauna, and each has the advantage. Blanket one, actually the heating element is more wrapped around you, and the preferred method if you like to be lying down during the sauna With the tent sauna, you're a lot more flexible, a lot less constrictive. You can move around a bit more. Disadvantage of the tent sauna is that you don't have the heating element in front of you. So I would suggest that if you want some reflective heat, you could go to the dollar store and buy these foam-backed boards with foil in front, and that could help reflect some of that infrared heat back into your front side. We used it a couple of times. It's a minimal type of heat reflection, but it's, sometimes it's better than nothing. Naturally, another thing that I thought of is that the seat that they give you has got a back on it. Now, these type of infrared saunas, they don't heat up the air, but they heat up whatever strikes you. So if you get one of those sauna chairs with no back, that would probably be better, so it leaves your whole backside exposed to absorb the heat. Disadvantage of that, naturally, is that you're not going to be comfortable at all sitting on it. You got no backrest to lean. But now let's get on with demonstration. I'll sit in the sauna for about 30 minutes, then I'll do blood pressure reading at the end to see if it does in fact increase your metabolism. Okay, here's the tent sauna setup, and like it says in my video, I turn the unit on, and I usually set it for 30 minutes for this demonstration. I'll set up to 150 degrees. Just put it in the pocket here of the unit while it's on. So usually you let it heat up for about 10-15 minutes. They get a flap here that you pull down here. Keep the heat in while it's heating up. Now when you're sitting inside a tent sauna, you could put a towel around your head to keep the heat in right up in here, or you don't have to. I also said how you could sit inside. Now, what's nice about this too is that, I'm sitting in a chair, but you could actually take the chair out, and then you could close the flap like this. And then you could actually sit on the floor and have your whole body, including your head, inside tent sauna. This way you could sit there all natural if you want to and get a full effect of the sauna heating up your head. So you don't need a chair, you can just sit on the floor. Just kind of interesting. Room is 67 degrees. Let's see what the temperature of my arm is. The temperature of the arm is 101. Temperature of the front wall is 97. Temperature of the side wall is 162. Temperature of the chair is 119. Let's see what the head temperature turned out to be.
97 points.
So we're up 0.3 degrees. Okay, time's up. Now what you want to do, if you want to stay in longer, then you're just going to have to just increase the time again once it gets to 0. And then add another half an hour, 15 minutes. But I tell you, from experience in this sauna, you're going to need at least 45 minutes to start breaking a good sweat, preferably an hour. Yeah, I sat in it for about 45 minutes. It took about 30 minutes for your skin to start feeling clammy. In the last 15 or 20 minutes that I was in there, I could start feeling the sweat. I noticed that we got these nice zippers over here, which is very nice. You can stick your arms out, hold a tablet or cell phone, do some texting, or you could watch some videos on it. But I found out that when you unzip those arm pockets here, you do lose a lot of heat. So I suggest that you just sit in front of a TV set and leave those pockets closed. So let me take a blood pressure reading right now. Well, I found out that my blood pressure went up by about 15 points. My heart rate went up 16 points. So it does increase your metabolism and your heart rate while sitting inside the sauna. I usually set at 140 degrees, and maybe you want to sit there for about an hour to get the full effect of the sauna. So this sauna is great if you're coming from outside or from working and you want to relax the muscles. Or if you're feeling stressed out and you want to remove some stress. It's also good it's going to remove toxins from perspiration, which is good. Naturally, you want to drink maybe a cup of water before you go into the sauna, but you don't want to go into the sauna dehydrated. Make sure you drink some water after you get out of the sauna. Now, it's a good idea to take a cold shower after the sauna. It's good for your body. But I would wait for about 20 minutes to half an hour, because when you're in the sauna, your heart rate's going to go up a bit. Your pulse is going to go up. So you're going to have increased blood circulation, and you don't want to negate that healthy benefit. So if you go and take a cold shower right away, you're going to bring your heart rate down, and you're going to lose the benefits of having that little cardio activity sitting in the sauna. So there are two types of saunas like this. You got this one that's just goes off the infrared heat. And then you got the ones that has the steam sauna, which is basically water contained outside the sauna that heats up and they pump the steam into the sauna. That's very good too. You don't have to worry about EMFs and those type of saunas. But the problem with those is that, well, naturally humidity and water. You know, you got to get rid of water that's inside the sauna, and then you have to worry about humidity and mold. So that's why we went against the steam-type sauna and we go with the dry sauna instead. So that's my complete review of 10 Sauna, made by Bluewave and sold under the name of Heatwave. They're a local company, and in the beginning I had an issue with the thing collapsing like you see it now, but that's because the pole wasn't across. The pole was not in the instructions, so once I seen that, I hooked up the pole and I ran it across. I told them about it and they apologized and they offered me to send me another one. I said, no, I figured out. I had to set the pole up, so they're very responsive in that regards. So I hope you found this video informative. Please click the like button. When you have a chance, please subscribe, and thank you for watching. This gets hot.